Playoff season is almost here for a lot of the Army West Point fall teams, so we'll get things started with the men's rugby team as they play their final Rugby East Conference matchup of the season, as it's going to be two nationally ranked teams going at it down at the Anderson Rugby Complex on Saturday afternoon. It's the Black Knights versus Kutztown. Both teams come in the top 20, as the Black Knights lost to Kutztown last year and defeated them here 2 years ago at home, as the Black Knights are also coming off a bye week as they use that to get rested and ready to go against Kutztown.
A little time to get off our feet. We played 7 weeks straight. I think that's taxing on the guys, and we had some time away. We got to change our training regimen a bit and try and keep it fresh.
It's the final game of the regular season for the Army women's soccer team as they take on the Bison of Bucknell Saturday at 3 o'clock over at Clinton Field. Bucknell currently sits in first place in the Patriot League, and they're going to look to wrap up that #1 seed with a win against Army. But the Black Knights look to have other plans as they need a win and some help to qualify for the Patriot League tournament and finish in the top 6. Army's coming off a 2-0 loss against Penn earlier in the week, as the Black Knights used that game to get a lot of players rested for this game against Bucknell and also keep their legs fresh coming into the critical matchup against the Bison.
You know, there's a lot of different pieces from the game today that are important, and we rested a lot of people through this game and got a lot of people minutes. So we had some really important learnings with different individuals, etc. But on the whole, I think we're going to spend this week in training really focused on Bucknell and what we need to do.
Teams in action on the road this weekend for Army include the golf team out in El Paso to take on the Miners of UTEP. The volleyball team has 2 down in the Washington, D.C., Maryland area as they take on Loyola and defending champion American. The men's soccer team's up in Boston as they take on the Terriers. They look to move in on that #1 overall seed in the Patriot League tournament, which starts 2 weekends from now for the Black Knights men's soccer team. And the hockey team's out in Pittsburgh as they take on regular season champion from last year, the Robert Morris Colonials, the team that knocked them out of the playoffs last year in the semifinals. That's going to do it for your weekend preview. For Night Vision, I'm Zach Daly.